some unknown reason, I feel particularly good today. I don't know why. Sleep issues have been a constant in my life for quite a while, so some days I feel really good and some days I feel really tired. Just depending on how, and I didn't really even sleep that well last night. I just, dang it. I just barely made it between them barricades. Somebody moved that sucker right out into the street. Woohoo! Anyway, I'm going through it with this salesman that wants to deliver this deal that I was talking about earlier on another video, so he can take it out. I don't care. Boy, they got this all messed up. This is a construction site I was actually delivering to. So. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter to me. He wants to take it out there. Because I'm down to 2 hours left of this day anyway, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4 places to pick stuff up at. Now, whether I clear that barricade or not, I have no idea. These barricades are made to be hit without any particular damage to them, unless, of course, your tire goes over those lights at the top and you smash them. Otherwise, it's pretty safe. But I don't normally do that. When I see I'm about to run one over, I stop the truck, even if I have to stop traffic, and I move the thing out of my way, and people can get as mad as they want to, and I don't give a damn. Trucks have as much right to the road as everybody else. We try not to be obnoxious about it, and try not to be rude. In fact, we mostly try to be very professional, even though we are treated very unprofessionally in return. In fact, most people have a conniption. For example, the lane next to me is the high-speed lane or whatever inside lane there for that street. Well, my truck trailer is sticking out in that lane and they can't get past it. So you know they're irritated. The guy's trying to get past. It's just freaking, it's freaking 30 cars back there. There's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's sweet poetry, poetic justice that I can inadvertently get somebody back. Even though they didn't do anything to me. They must have done something to someone else for that to happen. That's the way I look at it. Maybe I'm just really tired and giddy. Maybe that's why I feel so good. I don't know. But, I take great humor in these salesmen in our company. Some of which who have these emergencies. I mean, they're out full-blown emergencies, at least according to them, every single day. You know, this has to be done and it has to be done right now. And, other salesmen have had their stuff in there for sometimes up to a week or even 2 weeks. And so we're supposed to, according to this particular salesman today, put all that stuff off so that we can go deal with his emergency. But it isn't an emergency. It's that salesman and his inside salesman's lack of vision to see into the future to determine what his contractor is going to need next, so that they can get it ordered and they can get it freaking in our truck routing system, so that we know it needs to be done. Instead, they almost always wait till this day that they need it to tell us that they need it. And we always tell them, well, if we can get to it, we most certainly will. But more likely, if we do get to it today, it'll be in the afternoon. So if you want it done before then, you'll have to do it on your own. All of our salesmen have pickup trucks, so if it isn't anything too big or too heavy or too long, they can take it themselves if it's that big of an emergency. And that's the way that's left every single time. We decided a long time ago that their emergencies were not going to be our emergencies. I don't understand why these people are going 20 miles an hour in a 35 or 40 zone. But then again, I never do. This is near downtown Phoenix. In fact, there's a big structure up ahead. Whether the camera can pick it up or not, it will eventually, because I'm going to drive right past it. It's it's not Bank One Ballpark. What do they call it now? I don't even know what they call it now. I haven't been into it since it was Bank One Ballpark. It's basically the Diamondbacks stadium when they play, or ball field when they play. It's an enclosed structure. You can see the lid is open on it right now. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know what you can see on this thing. I'll just lift it up so you can see it. That big cement, looks like a cement roof. I don't know how much that thing weighs. I remember when they were building that place, it was a freaking awesomely big. And then they built this, and then they went along and built that other, the ballpark for the Cardinals, and I don't know what they call that now. They're always changing the names of these places, so I don't try to keep up with it because I don't really care that much. The prices to see games at those places are so incredibly overinflated that I just, no, that isn't really of any great concern to me. I've never been into that big stadium that they built, the $400 million one, Chase Field. That's what they call this now, Chase Field. So there's Chase Field. That's right, Chase Bank came back into town and apparently decided to, well, they may have bought out Bank One. I don't even think Bank One's around anymore. That must be the deal with it. It's just incredibly humorous, everything that, anyway, was going on. I got distracted from what I was talking about with these salesmen who have these emergencies on a daily basis. Actually, it's really only one. There's a few others that occasionally do that to us, and we can deal with that. But on a daily basis, it's getting really ridiculous. So he's meeting me at the main branch. I'm taking all of the stuff that I had for him off of here, and he can take it out there himself because that's what he wants to do. That was the option I gave him. I said either that or you can take it out yourself. So he decided that. Hey, you know, it's not always his fault. Actually, one of his customers is one of our company's biggest customers in this area. So you kind of have to cater to him. I understand that, but I guess to me, if I was the salesman, I'd be calling them every single day. Hey man, how's it going? How's the wife and kids? Hey, what do you need today? Anything? Instead of waiting for them to call, I'd just call them. Or is there anything we need to get you in line for tomorrow or next week? I'd just be calling them all the time. Instead of this emergency crap. That's just me. If I were a salesman, I wish I was a salesman. I'd be making a heck of a lot more money than I am right now. That's for sure. And I'd probably be enjoying it a lot. Well, I enjoy truck driving, except in the city like this, because there's so many darn idiots, people that haven't got a clue that are driving vehicles all over the place, and causing chaos and mayhem out on the city public streets. So I don't take any pleasure in it, really. I do it because I have to. When I get out on the open road, I love that. Even some of that has its own perils, but yeah, I had to take that turn slow because there was no way to avoid going over the curb, which I tried to avoid at all costs.